My name is Dr. Aglaya Snetkov, and I research international politics of Russia. And the module I'm introducing today is International and Regional Politics of Eurasia. Developments in Eurasia or post-Soviet space have attracted so much attention in recent years. For example, the resurgence of Russia as a great power, the talk of a new Cold War between Russia and the West, the conflict in Ukraine since 2014, but even, for example, discussions about changing energy developments in the region. In particular, also, the rise of China and the way that Belt and Road Initiative is going to reconnect what we all think as a Russian backyard. The aim of the module is to think more deeply about how do we think about this space with the end of Soviet Union. Is it a single region? Is it a number of different regions that are moving increasingly apart? And that's how it's structured. So the first part looks primarily at the identity of Eurasia 3 decades after the end of the Soviet Union, and then looks at the individual foreign policies of Russia, Ukraine, Belarus, the South Caucasus, and Central Asia. And then in the second part, we go more thematic. And so we look at the thematic developments currently taking place. So things like regional institutionalism, and if they are further developing or crumbling away, or the role that energy politics plays and the new gas deals or pipelines. We also look at the role of international actors, the EU, US, China, Russia. How are they reshaping this region? And importantly, how is the region playing a role in world politics? So what does it mean for international relations to have a better understanding of Eurasia? The ultimate question that I structured the module around is whether or not, after the end of the Soviet Union, 3 decades later, whether we can think of this space as a common region that is coming closer together, or whether actually these different countries, these different states, and all the developments have pushed it much further apart, and we can now only think about the 3 regions: Eastern Europe, Central Asia, and the South Caucasus. You don't need to have done any prerequisite modules for this course. You don't have to have done any modules in international relations. Enthusiasm is what counts. And so the formative assessment is a very short essay that you submit halfway through the term. And the summative is a 3,000-word essay that students have to submit at the end of the course.